Hey guys, welcome back to Piston Productions. On this week's episode, we are going to get back into working on the drift chicken. Hasn't been touched since last time we were out. We are inside right now, what is hopefully going to be my new shop. It's not super deep. Long story short, I started putting this up last year. Crazy freak snowstorm. Bent a bunch of the pieces. I couldn't use them now, so now I've got much less steepness of a shop. But I will be adding on to the front of this later on. I just needed something to get put up, so that's where we're at with that. But that being said, we will be working on the drift chicken off of the trailer because the Suburban needs new batteries and I don't have them yet. And I've got a busy schedule coming up, so I'm not gonna have a lot of time to work on this thing again before it needs to be back out on the track. So, what actually needs to be done? Well, the hood at some point needs something. Hopefully that wind doesn't knock it down, but I need to tear off the entire turbo system, which I'm not really looking forward to. We blew out a gasket way down there, which melted spark plug boot and spark plug wire, and I think it did it again. We threw new wires on, but I have a whole new set. I've also got all new spark plugs, gaskets, everything else, so that's what I'll be working on, is tearing this off. I think my best bet's going to be to take the turbo off so that way I can access more bolts. Okay, manifold is off. You can see just how bad this thing was leaking. Like, you know, anywhere you're seeing this soot come out, you know it was leaking. So that could be part of the reason why I'm not making boost when I'm supposed to. Gasket's completely gone. So this will get cleaned up and RTV copper. Besides that, yeah, look at, there's the gasket. So it completely blew out. I'm gonna get rid of the gasket. I'm not gonna do that again. Everybody I've talked to just says use copper RTV, and yeah. The other thing I want to look at is, well, we're going to take off the spark plug boots for sure, but maybe see if I can get some better hardware, because this stuff's a pain in the ass to get to. So plugs out, and they look really good. So our non-tuned tune has actually been doing okay. So, okay, so all this is off and cleaned. I threw the wastegate back on, but we're going to actually head out to Barrie to go see Clayton. Clayton's got some exhaust wrap for me. I've never done it before, so we're going to wrap all this, which should be sweet. And yeah, that's kind of the general plan. All right, we're in Clayton's house of horrors. We are going to wrap this bad boy with some no-name titanium exhaust wrap. So we got it just a little bit damp. And then, yeah, gloves, important. Should have been wearing sleeves. Am not. Definitely. Will regret later. Honey pea. You should mill something. Or lathe something. Mill something. Well, if we tip it up the other way, it's a mill. Okay, manifold wrapped. Did not do a particularly great job. We're gapping on some spots, but it's just the way the manifold's kind of built. So, is what it is. We're pretty much there. Where the zip tie is now, I'm going to throw a giant worm screw clamp around it. And yeah, just a pain because I've got all these like weird support pieces welded in, but that's pretty much it. So now I'll be able to throw the turbo back on and hopefully cut down on some boost time, cut down on the boost lag. And yeah, so thanks Clayton, really appreciate it. And, ooh, what's he working on here? Can I? Oh, look at that little piston head logo. All right, guys, so next day, we're gonna get this bad boy up. So I'm not gonna use the gasket and end up using some copper. Apparently that's the way to go. So I gotta brake clean this, make sure all this shit's off. Same thing on the engine block, and then mount it up. Okay, everything is pretty much buttoned up now. I threw a new set of spark plug wires on. Kind of curious, everybody I've talked to says to stick with all the MotoMaster stuff, although I got a wicked deal on these Champions that already have high temp spark plug boots. They seem to hold up a little bit on the other one, so hopefully now with everything wrapped and the gasket fixed, I'm not going to melt any more spark plug wires, but I'll bring spares with me. So yeah, everything went together fairly well. I now have the order of operations to get this turbo in and out, which is great in case I have to do anything ever again. This bolt down here is still kind of giving me trouble. The threads in it are pretty shot, so I might have to drill that out and helicoil it, or helicoil, however you pronounce it. But we'll see. I'm gonna do some test runs with this car in a little bit. I'm gonna let the exhaust or the copper gasket dry up and set before I really start this up. So I might not fire it till tomorrow. But yeah, at least this part of it is done. I don't know what else I'm gonna have to do before top drift. That's pretty much it. It does need alignment and stuff, obviously. Like, you can tell these tires are shot. But other than that, like, it's all things considered, running very, very well. So we shall see. Okay, it's been a couple hours. All the gasket material should have set, so figured I might as well get this going. I also just got the Suburban going, so now I'm kind of excited to hear all my cars run. Might just start up the Fiesta for shits and giggles. All right, first time firing this up in a few months. Ooh, still got battery. Jesus! Look at that. Out of the wastegate. Woohoo! 2 running vehicles. When does that ever happen? I want to take a quick look, make sure that the gaskets didn't blow out of it. Oh yeah. I can smell it. Oh, the gasket material has such a unique smell to it. It looks like we've got a very small leak coming out back there, but that could also be the gasket setting. But other than that, it looks pretty good. All right, guys, that's about it for right now. Just getting that wrapped and running again. Thanks again for watching Everything Pistonhead Productions. We've got new videos out Mondays and Fridays. Check out Pistonhead Podcast on your favorite podcasting app on Wednesdays. You can check out the Patreon. We've got cool vids. Yeah, extra podcast, stuff like that. I don't know, it's $1 a month. You got it? Why not help me out? Other than that, thanks again, guys, for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell people about it. If you don't want to, don't care. Having a good time either way. So we'll talk to you guys next time.